Welcome. Today, we're diving into the past to see just how big modern countries used to be, at the height of their power. Albania once united under the League of Prizren, a bold step toward a greater Albanian identity. Ancient Armenia. It was once a major power, reaching deep into surrounding regions. Austria didn't just sit in the Alps. It ruled over a mosaic of nations across Europe. Bosnia once stood as a proud kingdom, and yes, it held more land than today. Bulgaria once rivaled Byzantium, a medieval empire in the Balkans. During World War II, Croatia's borders stretched further than you'd expect, though it came with a complex history. Afghanistan once ruled lands stretching into Persia and the Indian subcontinent. Seriously. Azerbaijan had a moment in the early 1900s when its borders were just a bit wider. Bangladesh was once the heart of the Pala Empire, a stronghold of power and learning. Brunei's empire once reached far across Borneo and beyond. Tiny now, huge back then. Cambodia. The mighty Khmer Empire built wonders like Angkor and ruled vast lands. Believe it or not, the Pope once ruled a real kingdom, way bigger than this little city. Tunisia reached far across North Africa under the Hafsid dynasty, a major Islamic power. Ecuador once held huge Amazonian lands, before the borders started shrinking. Oman had influence stretching along the Arabian coast, and even parts of Africa. Ghana once joined a powerful union, forming a state far larger than its modern self. Bolivia was once land-rich, with access to the Pacific. A lot has changed since. Lithuania used to be enormous, spanning from the Baltic to deep in the east. Today it's tiny, but once Luxembourg ruled over far more, a duchy of real size. Moldova's principality extended far beyond today's borders, into parts of modern Romania and Ukraine. Montenegro once had a slightly larger footprint, holding firm in the Balkans. The Dutch once ruled together with Belgium, a short-lived but larger kingdom. Colombia used to be part of Gran Colombia, a huge union that didn't last long. Before the split, ancient Korea was massive, one powerful kingdom, north to south. Poland once formed half of one of Europe's biggest states, a giant of its time. Romania expanded during the 1940s, with more land than you'll find today. The Russian Empire. The largest land empire in world history. Serbia once led Yugoslavia, a multi-ethnic federation much bigger than modern borders. South Africa's reach once stretched into neighboring lands under unified rule. Mexico once extended deep into the north, well beyond today's border. Guatemala led colonial Central America, a vast Spanish territory back then. Morocco's empire reached into Iberia and the Sahara, blending cultures and power. Spain once ruled the world, quite literally, across oceans and continents. Egypt once controlled vast lands to the south, and into the Arabian Peninsula. Slovakia's size once shrank slightly, part of a shifting regional story. Sweden ruled over parts of modern Finland and the Baltics, a northern force. During World War II, Germany's borders expanded drastically across Europe. Iraq once stood at the center of the Islamic world, under the Abbasids in Baghdad. Japan's empire once stretched across East Asia and the Pacific. Kyrgyzstan was once part of a vast nomadic empire, bigger than most imagine. Laos had a golden age as the kingdom of Lan Xang, large and united. Myanmar's Taungud dynasty built one of Southeast Asia's biggest empires. Pakistan originally included what is now Bangladesh, once one country. Modern Saudi lands were part of Islam's first great caliphate, the Rashidun. Syria was once the capital of an empire, stretching from Spain to India. Tajikistan's ancient rulers once led a Persian empire of serious influence. Thailand once reached further out, holding sway in Southeast Asia. Turkmenistan was the heartland of the Seljuk Empire, a medieval powerhouse. The Qin dynasty made China a vast, multi-ethnic empire with global clout. India under British rule. Enormous, bigger than modern India alone. Ancient Persia ruled from the Balkans to India, the mighty Achaemenids. Turkey once led the Ottoman Empire, controlling lands across 3 continents. From this small nation came Alexander, and one of the largest empires ever. Italy was once the core of the Roman Empire, the empire that shaped the world. Greece led the Eastern Roman Empire for centuries, rich in culture and power. Mongolia gave rise to the largest contiguous empire in history. Genghis was no joke. The British Empire, the biggest ever. At its peak, it truly ruled the waves. History leaves traces on every border. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more animated history.